We've already had some doses of snow and some quite cold air, but it's still fall. December, not November, marks the first month of meteorological winter, and it's right around the corner.
The live Doppler 15 Fury storm team is analyzing all the data for the winter that's to come. So let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Nicholas Frary to find out what the season has in store.
Well, when we had that first snow of the snow season fall, it put winter weather front and center. The 3.6 inches of snow that fell in Fort Wayne during the first half of November gave us just over 10% of our average snowfall. Fort Wayne's average is 33.6 inches. Of course, some areas saw much more than 3.6 inches. Lake effect snow that fell behind the main system resulted in higher amounts north and west of Fort Wayne, with some spots in LaGrange and Noble County seeing up to 10 inches. Since our last couple winters haven't been very snowy, snow lovers are dreaming of more and snow haters are dreading what all that snow could mean. For our upcoming winter, a La Nina pattern is expected. This is a global weather pattern that over North America tends to make the polar jet stream with winds diving down from the north a main driver in our forecast. This jet stream pattern can direct more precipitation events over the Midwest, but they're not always the heaviest rain or snow producers. Often for heavy snow, you need systems tracking in from the south, where they can pick up more moisture from the Gulf. To get a look of what could come our way with snowfall this winter season, we're going to look at the past, when we've had a similar setup to this year. We've searched the data, and here's a list of 4 potentially comparable past winter seasons. 3 of the 4 had below average snowfall. One winter, 1981 to 82, was way above, and actually was our snowiest season ever, with just over 81 inches of snow, which goes to show outliers can happen and every La Nina winter is different. But the live Doppler 15 Fury storm team believes it's most likely will be below average for snowfall this winter. Of course, winter is more than snow. There's rain too, and sometimes ice, adding to our total amounts of precipitation. La Nina winters often do have rainy times, and 3 of these 4 winters were above average in total precipitation, with only 1 being below average. As a result, our forecast calls for near average total precipitation, but leaning slightly above. In our temperature world, the jet stream's position in a La Nina winter lends itself to a colder than average scenario. As it flows in and dives southward from the northwest, colder air in Canada sinks down into our region, allowing for our fair share of cold winter days. Here again is the list of similar past seasons. Daily high and low temperatures averaged out below average in 3 of the 4 seasons, so our live Doppler 15 Fury forecast does lean colder for this year. However, we do not believe it will be by a big margin. Remember, last year's La Nina winter was only a ½ degree below average. So to recap, the official WANE winter outlook expect a winter season that leans colder and wetter with below average snowfall for the 5th winter in a row, unless we can get a couple very snowy weather systems tracking in. That could change everything. As always, we'll keep an eye on what's developing and let you know about it as soon as we see it.